Just give us a textbook for free, please. Not that I know how economy works at all, but can we just print more money? I hate it here, actually. I literally found the perfect playlist. You're daydreaming about the life you wish you had with your comfort character. We're gonna put that on blast, actually. Good morning, everyone. It's 7:30 now. I'm about to go to the grocery store because it opened at 7. I was literally waiting in my bed waiting for the grocery store to open so that I can go get groceries because I'm like foodless and afraid right now. I know that I sound like a menace right now. I got up, I didn't even wash my face. I'm so foodless and afraid. I'm like, I have a full day of classes today, which is why I have to go literally right now. It's Tuesday and students get a discount on Tuesday. And wow, I didn't know that fresh produce was like this expensive. I'm not trying to add to my crippling student debt. So yeah, I'm gonna go to the grocery store, and then after I do that, I'm gonna come back and then tell you guys all about the sponsor of this video. So thank you so much to Ana Luisa. I'm gonna come back, I'll talk to you guys more about Ana Luisa, but thank you again. And I also want to show you guys my fit. Like, you can't see it that well. My hair! Oh, this is what happens when you shower and then you go to bed. Gray sweatpants and then this top. Also, it's negative 22 degrees outside, so wish me luck. Hi everyone, I'm back. Came back from the grocery store, no longer foodless and afraid. Ate breakfast, well, eating breakfast right now. I was so distracted because of the book that I was listening to, which I'll talk about after I talk about the sponsor of this video, which is Ana Luisa. I've worked with Ana Luisa before, and it's because I love them. Ana Luisa crafts high quality jewelry at very, very affordable prices. All their products are carbon neutral, and also so are their packages, which is amazing as well. They look like this. They're so cute. Look at how cute these are. Look at how cute these carbon neutral packages are. So they're actually currently having a 40% off sale. I mean, you don't really need like any specific reason to like treat yourself or the people that you love, but I do know that Valentine's Day is coming up. If you need to give yourself some self-love, and Valentine's Day is the push that you need to do that, or the push that you need to go and extra appreciate all of your loved ones, and you want to give them a gift. Jewelry, I feel like, especially ones that are like the ones on Ana Luisa, are always such a safe option. So make sure you go check the links in my description to go check out Ana Luisa and find the perfect gift for 40% off, which is amazing. So I want to show you what I got from Ana Luisa, and I'm very excited about it. I literally love them so much. Okay, so obviously I have this necklace that I wear, and then I also got another necklace which is so pretty. It has like a, what color is this? Turquoisey, like seafoam green. It's so freaking pretty, this pendant. Oh my gosh, I'll have the name for everything somewhere on the screen. So freaking pretty. I love that necklace, and the pendant color is so pretty. I feel like it's unique, but it's also like low-key neutral, simple enough that I feel like it'll go with everything, and I never like change my accessories, so that's perfect. Okay, and then the next thing that I got is actually a ring, and this ring, guys, it's like a gold band that has like little cutouts all around it, and it's adjustable and so freaking pretty, guys. Rings are like the easiest thing to like throw on just like as you're leaving, and it's so low maintenance, but it makes like everything that you do an event, and it makes me like such a productive student. I don't really know, like the sensation of typing while having a ring on, like it actually hits so different. That's why I love rings. I love rings like this that are just like really simple bands, like pretty in my opinion. I'm sorry that my hands are like not that pretty, but. And then the last thing that I have to show you guys is again another ring. Just look at this, just get a load of this. A gold band with like a white stripe in the middle of it, and it's so elegant. I literally feel like a princess wearing this. It's so freaking pretty. Just look at that. Just look at how classy and beautiful that looks. Oh my gosh, I literally feel like I'm in the Princess Diaries like when I wear this ring, low-key. Oh my gosh, they look so pretty. I'm so excited. Ah, they're so pretty. Anyway, so I love all my Ana Luisa pieces. I know that you guys are gonna love them too, and if you want to give them to someone, I bet that they're gonna love them too. So make sure to check out the links in the description and get your Ana Luisa jewelry for 40% off. Thank you so much again for sponsoring this video. Oh my gosh, I literally did my laundry like 2 days ago. How is it already full? But I did want to talk about the book that I'm reading, or the book that I was listening to. I'm almost done. I'm at like 87% done the audiobook. This book has been on my TBR forever, and I've been waiting. From the Ashes by Jesse Thistle. It's a memoir. It's a memoir about his life. Jesse Thistle, a Métis Cree man. It delves a lot into like his adolescence, like 20s. Figured out that he's literally a professor at York University. He's literally at York. That's so close to me. This memoir is so good. It's so good. I mean, I love every single memoir that I read. Him and his brothers were basically taken by Children's Aid Society when he was like 5 years old, because his father was like an addict and abusive. He dropped out of high school. For most of his like adolescence and his 20s, he was dealing with like homelessness, addiction. He was in jail a couple times for theft. So good. If you guys like podcasts and you like want to read more books, literally just borrow audiobooks from your library, because normally it's read by the author. It literally just feels like someone's telling you their life story. But oh my gosh, I really do be living in a bubble of my privilege, is what I realize every single time that I read a memoir. memoir because families like Jesse Thistle's family, they were literally born with the world stacked against them. Like I said, he's a professor now and he literally spent his higher education studying like Indigenous history, contemporary Indigenous issues, has completely transformed the way that Canada views homelessness, taking into consideration Indigenous worldviews and the fact that homelessness isn't just being without a home, it's like that disconnect, everything that was basically stripped away. I'm probably going to just edit for the next like 50 minutes until I have class, and then I'll probably edit after that as well. Maybe I'll see you today, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, see you soon. I just want to come here and update you all in the fact that in the last 10 minutes I literally just had to schedule 2 extra group meetings tomorrow on top of like 3 group meetings already. Oh, I hate this. It's literally the second day of school. Also, I literally can't find an illegal PDF version of our textbook for one of my classes, and it's literally mandatory. Like, we have homework questions from that. I don't know what to do. If anyone else is dealing with that issue, like, just give us a textbook for free, please. Not that I know how economy works at all, but can we just print more money? I hate it here, actually. I hope you guys realize that the only reason I change clothes was so that you guys will know that it's another day. Anyway, I'm in the kitchen. It's 8:30. Let's have breakfast. I have a meeting at 9:30. I know my hair looks really wild right now, but that's what you get in my vlog. You get my rawest form. Also, I just finished my meeting with one of my group projects. We're literally meeting again today at 9 p.m. All of us basically need to do all of our research and all of our work in the next 11 hours so that we can meet in the nighttime. What even is happening? Also, thank you so much for 15K. I woke up this morning. Thank you guys so much. Thank you. It's whatever. It's fine. Sorry. I don't even know what to say, but thank you guys so much. I love you. Love you. Hi, sorry, I'm in class right now, but in case anyone's curious about what my planning system is, it's literally this plain notebook and I literally just write a to-do list every single day. Okay, so I just finished that lecture. The prof for this class, such an angel of a human, like he's actually so precious. Yeah, I have a break, about like a 2-hour break, I think. But I want to explain something that happened in this class, and I kind of went off on my Instagram story, but I want to talk about it here because I have something to say about this. I have something to say about this, but keep in mind that I'm also being like a complete hypocrite sometimes as well, and I just want to acknowledge that, but I'm working on it. Basically what happened is, like, in this class he used the word blueprint and then he said, do you guys know what a blueprint is? And then he explained it. Oh, it's like in construction, like when you're playing. And I literally was like, I love this prof. I love this prof because I know what a blueprint is because English is my first language, but the fact that he was like, I just love being mindful of language accessibility because not everybody in this class have encountered the word blueprint if, for example, English is not their first language. I just think that's so rare in higher academia. One of the biggest pet peeves of mine are people who speak uppity, if that makes sense, like using complex technical words when you don't need to. Oh my gosh, there's been so many times where literally people like in my cohort, like my age, this is not a call out to anyone specifically, it's just like something that I just want to talk about. I catch myself doing this too, using big complex words to explain things literally for no reason, for no other reason than to just use those words. And I'm like, why are we doing this? Like, I'm a believer in, if you can't explain things to someone using simple words, then like, do you really even know what you're talking about? You know what I mean? And so it just bothers me a lot when people like try to be like overly professional. Okay, hi, I didn't even really get into this part in the video, but still wanted to mention, let's just think about the fact that speaking professionally equates itself to like a certain way of speaking, right? And like academic writing, you know what I mean? And let's think about populations of people who historically have not even had access to higher education or have been like systematically and deliberately excluded from being able to access higher academia, and now all of a sudden the way that those groups of people speak are considered to be non-professional. You guys know exactly what I'm talking about. I know that you guys do. That means you're just using inaccessible language for no reason other than to lift yourself up, make yourself feel smarter. You know what I mean? It bothers me so much because you can be the nicest person, literally an angel, and you'll sound condescending and just make other people feel bad even though that's not you at all. You know what I mean? Also, I realized that the word blueprint is like not the best example of like the most inaccessible language ever. It's just like the example that spurred thought in my head, so that's why I shared it. But the moral of the story is that it's a pet peeve when people, they use overly complex and technical and like quote-unquote academic terms when they don't need to, because then it just seems like you care more about asserting your intellectual dominance than like having people actually understand what you're saying, when like people understanding what you're saying is like the point of communication. And no matter how good of a person you are, it always just makes the person sound condescending. It makes it sound like you have like a superiority complex. It's not a pretty look. Not the elitism in literally language. It really grinds my gears. I need to do some readings and modules, so I'll see you soon. Okay, I've decided that my room is in desperate need of a vacuuming, so I don't vacuum. I literally have gone 20 years of my life being able to avoid having a vacuum because it scares me. I'm scared of loud noises. Can I just say, literally waking up to the sound of a blender or a vacuum is literally the worst thing that could ever happen in my entire life. I hate that feeling so much, but I do need a vacuum. That's kind of embarrassing. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this in the vlog. Okay guys, I literally don't even know how to turn this on. I literally couldn't even find it in the house. My room is literally like a 2 foot by 2 foot square cell block, so this shouldn't be too bad, right? She's plugged in.
I wish I had a castle in the sky where we
Look mom, look, I'm vacuuming.
go by with silver from the moonlight and gold from the sun.
done. Do I need to empty the dirt bag now? The most useful part of the vacuum is what Brooklyn Nine-Nine taught me. If you know, you know. Oh dang it, I missed a spot. Okay, I literally turned that on for like 5 seconds. Vacuuming, I rate a 3 out of 5 stars because it's loud, but also low-key top 10 satisfying videos. My roommate's right. I do have a thin film of hair on my floor. Hi, literally turned on the camera for no other reason than to show you this whole cantaloupe that I just chopped up. One of my favorite foods to eat, but it's like the worst thing to cut. It takes up so much real estate in the green bin. Tastes really good though. Also, this big container is the container that we use to hold all of our other containers, so now I need to go to the kitchen and clean up the mess that I made. Okay, also, not that she's ever gonna see this, but I literally have the nicest, sweetest thesis supervisor. Actually, everyone in this lab, everybody in this lab is so sweet. Literally the most wholesome lab environment I've ever met in my entire life, but it's actually so intimidating because I'm the only undergrad student there. Everyone else are fully like master's students or health professionals that have like been in the field, or literally postdocs. And what am I doing there? What am I doing? Oh my gosh, do you know what's so embarrassing? We had like a check-in. We were just talking about like our successes and our failures. For my failure, I literally said like a lot of the produce in my fridge is like going bad because I don't know the proper expiry dates and food timelines for a lot of the food that I'm buying because I'm living like by myself for the first time. So I saw everyone like burst into laughter because they're all like fully functioning adults. Did I establish myself? Maybe. Honestly, I like love this time of my life right now because you're like at the cusp of turning into like an adult-ish. You're kind of like a new adult, like fresh meat. I find it so fun, like showcasing the entire world and every person that I meet, every customer service person that I engage with right up front, the fact that I'm a new adult, because everyone is nicer to you. Don't you agree? You just have like a better time. So when I go, I'm like, hi, like I need to return this. Like I literally don't know where to go. Like, can you help me out? Like I've never returned anything before. Like, do I need my debit card? Like, do I need my, like, I don't understand. Everyone like knows right away. They can like smell it. They're like, she's a fresh adult. Like she's adulting for the first time. Everyone is just so much nicer to you and like it's like so funny to me. So I'm trying to take advantage of that. So that was one instance and that's all I came here to say. Okay, so I thought that I might as well share what I'm doing right now. That group project that I've been talking about where I have 2 meetings for it. Wait, let me set you down. Okay, it's a full year like problem based. We decided that we want to focus on inclusive playgrounds, so I'm just gonna do research for that. I literally found the perfect playlist. Look at this. You're daydreaming about the life you wish you had with your comfort character. We're gonna put that on blast actually. Okay, hi everyone. It's 2:39. I have a meeting at 3. I'm also eating. I made curry. But I wanted to share something. You guys are really gonna get a deep dive into my psyche and like the things that I think about in this video randomly, but I just had like a class. It's kind of like a class, but it was more like a workshop and I love the idea of it. They were talking about systems and like helping communities, but what that means when you're existing in socially constructed systems. Talking about privilege and critical theory and all that stuff. I don't know if I have a right to say this as like a lowly undergrad student, but I was also hangry. I was literally cooking at the same time. But we're talking a lot about capitalism and the free market and how we're living in that kind of society, which is definitely true. Like we're pushing things that are most marketable, right? But then nothing was ever mentioned about colonization at all, which I just felt like was super tone deaf. Not that I'm an expert or anything like that. It influences almost every, if not every single thing in our society today, especially when we're talking about capitalism. So I put a message into the chat when they're asking for questions, comments, or anything like that with like a link to this one reading that kind of talked about what I wanted to say. It was a reading that we discussed in an elective that I took in first year, which was a contemporary indigenous studies class. I was also saying to my friend, like I literally, well my hands were wet because I was cooking, but I literally sent a voice memo. I was so scared that I was unmuted in the call, but I sent her a voice memo and I was like, they emphasize so much that like systems are socially constructed, and since they're socially constructed, that means that they can be changed, and talking about how we can play our part in changing the system and things like that. And I was like, it just seems so tone deaf to just talk about systems as if they just appear and change by themselves, when historically societal systems change because people are imposing their own systems onto other population systems. We don't just all collectively decide that a system changes. It's because systems are invading and being violent upon other systems. You know what I mean? Because my friend pointed out too, like, okay, yeah, those people have the most power to actually do something to change the system. Why would they change it when it's benefiting them? And it was just never addressed or like talked about at all. It just seemed like so shallow. I don't know if that makes sense, but that's all I wanted to say about that. Got me trying to scarf down my food. So hot. My meeting is in 4 minutes. I have kind of a busy day tomorrow. It's literally the 3rd day of classes. I created my to-do list for tomorrow already. Thursdays are kind of my busiest day because I work the most. Oh, I'm also getting my COVID booster shot tomorrow, like my 3rd dose booster shot. So excited. Hope you have a good rest of your night. I'm gonna finish. This is like my 3rd bowl of curry. Anyway, I'm gonna finish eating. See you tomorrow. Bye. Picnic with my best friends. We start. Good news, I just got my booster shot. I know, because the guy who checked me in was actually so freaking cute. Happy Thursday, good morning. You can see my reflection. Just came back from getting my booster shot. I didn't really have a lot of side effects for the first like 2 doses that I got, so I hope I'm fine. I think I should update what I'm reading. I started reading Tokyo Ever After by Emiko Jean. I'm buddy reading this with Yasmin. Pretty much like Princess Diaries, but she's Japanese American, which we love. I'm editing right now. I ended the vlog, but I actually finished that book and I binged it over like 2 days. Oh my gosh, it's for sure gonna come up in like a future book rec video, so I'll talk about it there. But I already talked to Yasmin about this, but I finished the book because I'm so down bad for like one of the characters. I just wanted to say that I enjoyed the book and go read it so we can talk about it. Bye! Okay, wait, let me check things off. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. I cannot believe that I'm actually like in different clothes like for every day that I'm filming this vlog. I'm gonna just do work, so. Okay, hi guys. As you can see, I've regressed. I'm gonna end this vlog actually. I feel like right now is a good time because I'm just gonna end this with like an announcement that I know we've all been waiting for. The new Shadow and Bone season 2 started filming and they announced the cast members for the new characters. 𝐬𝐭 looks like, I think it's like his face shape, Newt from the Maze Runner. And in terms of Nikolai, oh my gosh, I knew that I had seen this guy before because he freaking played Clancy in the Darkest Mind movie adaptation. The worst character I find. I don't know why that actor is like 16 years old in my brain. Listen, I was not even that invested in Tolia when I was reading the book. I really wasn't. My god. Stan. But anyway, I'm gonna stop this video here so that I can maybe start editing it. Thanks for being here with me. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. Oh, turn on notifications if you want to be notified every time that I upload as well. Follow me on Instagram at sunnykimchannel if you want to see. I literally treat that Instagram as like my spam account. So thank you for watching this video and I'll see you all in the next one. Get your booster shots. Bye!
It's so pretty, it hurts just